season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on. Now a play fake here on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play and second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to it quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Castillo. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
On first down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Charles, Thursday night teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stafford on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Castillo now, throwing on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now Castillo, throwing again. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Castillo on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw in the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
This week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Action. Stafford rolling to his right. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good.
Stafford on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Dolphins.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Now Stafford. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Here we go with Williams. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
Shifts by him. The numbers for him from a week ago. 23 carries, 92 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's more than acceptable lead right there because of zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give up the middle to Akers.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Castillo.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Castillo.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 5.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Castillo. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Sliding out of the pocket. Going up top for Kupp. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Out of the gun, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Stafford now to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't throw it across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Dolphins at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw is Castillo. To throw on 2nd down.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Here's Castillo to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
From the 50, Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's complete to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
This one swung out to Williams.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Here's Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
10 yards to go.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Castillo now, looking to throw on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Castillo on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. To throw on 2nd down. Castillo looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphins 1st down.
They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Dancing away at the 35. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Castillo. And this one's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Castillo. Now he's forced out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Castillo. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Castillo, off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Stafford. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Throwing again is Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Play action. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They really struggled in the first half, but they've made some adjustments looking better in the second half. But sometimes do we overanalyze? Is it always adjustments, or sometimes is it guys just sticking better to the game plan?
I think the latter, and I love how you brought that up because we always want to credit, oh, they adjusted here and they made this change there. Sometimes it's just executing what they worked on in practice all week much better. In this case, I think it's a combination. They found a different part of their playbook, and it's working really well for them.
Working extremely well at this point.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Castillo. Under pressure, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
To throw is Castillo. Throwing to start the drive. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards.
And the Dolphins are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second and 5 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Stafford is number one guy count for Los Angeles first.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Javon Holland there on the coverage.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Castillo off the play fake. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Castillo.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On first down at Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Stafford's pass complete to Van Jefferson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Previous play is under review.
McDaniel, who's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Stafford on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Castillo. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On first down, Stafford here.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 29, Stafford
throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon